I've been using alcohol markers for what feels like my entire life. I recently got some acrylic markers for Christmas and I wanted to try them out for the first time. Even when growing up, you would always catch me with a colored pencil or alcohol marker, but never a acrylic marker, not even paint. I just didn't like how I would have to wait to continue drawing for the paint to like stop drawing or whatever. But now that I actually have acrylic markers, I mean, why not try them out, you know? Today, I'm gonna be learning how to work with these acrylic markers, maybe do some research on them, see how they work, how they function, whatever else I need to know, really. I'm gonna pick through a few little references here, maybe some YouTube videos, whatever advice I could get on how to get really good at these. And by the end, hopefully I'll be able to make a big acrylic piece that I could show off and be like, yeah, I learned how to make this today and I feel good. I feel like it's really good for me as an artist to learn like different types of mediums, whether it be alcohol, marker, colored pencil, acrylic paint pens. So this is a nice way to get out of the complacency that I have and just, you know, go at something new that I've never tried before. These are the paint pens I'm gonna be trying today. Not sponsored. Let's see what they got in here actually. 48 markers. Comes with a color swatch, pre-filled out the swatch, so we don't have to worry about that. And look at this. I mean, is that even like showing in the full video? Look at that, that's insane. They got so many colors. Look at all the colors. We got reds, we got a wide variety here, so I think we are gonna be able to make a good amount of pieces. Very excited to try these out, hopefully get good at them. If I'm bad by the end, hopefully you guys could even give me some tips, you know, why not? If you guys are better at me than this, which you probably are because this is my first time after all. Let me go ahead and try to do some research on these things, get better at them slowly, and yeah, I'll meet you after I do all that. Alright, I prepared this little sketch of the honored one, Satoru Gojo. I'm gonna do pinkish orange on the skin, let's see how that goes. Oh yeah, I got this on my hand because, you know, I don't want to smudge anything, but probably not the most useful for paint. And this, I got this so it doesn't bleed through on the other pages. Get some of that lead off of there so it doesn't smudge. That looks good enough. Alright, let's start. Alright, pinkish orange on the ear. Ooh, I like how that draws actually. What the heck? That's super nice. Oh wow. I don't know how to describe it. It's not like, obviously it's not like alcohol marker, but with alcohol marker it takes a few strokes for it to get clearly on and not be so opaque. But this covers the white instantly, I feel like. Like, look at that. Wow. And they dry faster than I thought they would actually too. Look at that. And you can still see the lead a little bit, which is nice. I really like how this is coming out so far. It's really clean. I'm glad I swatched these beforehand because that would have been a headache to do while doing this. Wouldn't have known what to use just now, so that's good. Now to fill out these big chunks here, and that covers really well still, even with the big chunks going. Wow, look at that. No opaqueness. You can barely see the white. Now let's see how it goes over this lead. Goes over the lead beautifully. Although I will say it's starting to look a little streaky here. I don't know if that's because of me or not. Maybe they're meant to be used in like small strokes like this rather than large ones like this. But that's the whole point I'm learning, so it goes over the lead really well. Yeah, looking pretty streaky. I think I might need to do a second coat. Alright, I'm gonna let that coat dry for now. So let's move on to the eyes. Let me see. It's a good color for his eyes. I think light blue is only natural and right. Looks like light blue to me. I think his hair is also a similar color, so I'll probably just do that as light blue as well. Got the outline down, and I think my first coat is dry, so I think I'm gonna go over that with the second coat now. Alright, I think we're looking good on that front. Let me see what I should use to shade it with now. I'm debating gray, but I'm not sure yet. I think I might go gray. Let's do it. Got my gray here. Doing the shadows of his eyes and his hair now. Come down here, get some shadow in there. I think it's looking pretty good so far. I'm not mad at this at all, actually. So far, at least. Let me not jinx and say I love it, and then it comes out trash. These markers are super fun to use, though. Like, I could see these being my main marker, maybe. Nah, I can't switch up on alcohol markers like that, but a secondary, I could see these being it. All right, let me color in his hair. I see that brushing in the same direction usually helps, so almost done coloring his hair. We only got like a few, well, more than half left. I think I'm running into that same streaky problem that I was before, so might need a second coat. I see these markers might be for like smaller scale drawings, or maybe not smaller scale drawings, but like drawings with less of one color. Like, you gotta mix these for real if you want to get the value out of them, because right now I feel like going after one large area like this, it's gonna come out streaky, at least with my one coat that I'm doing right now. Yeah, And done with his hair, at least the light side. Now let's see the dark side. For the dark side, I think I'm gonna go with just regular blue this time, right here. Yo, where is it? Found it. The darker colors, it's not as hard to see the streaks. Well, it's not as easy to see how streaky it is, but I don't feel like this is streaky. Get it over on this side now. That's looking really good in my opinion. Done with the shadows. Now let's see what I do for his eyelashes now. I think those might be a little closer to purple. Can't wait to outline this. I feel like the outline is really gonna pull it together and make it look really good. Because right now, you see the foundations. Now I just need to do his suit and then I could start the outline, which is the part I'm most excited for. I think we go purple on this, not gonna lie. But first, I feel like for the lighter part, we do some sky blue. Look how clean that line is. Like, it's just so satisfying to use these, like, actually. I could understand these being someone's daily art supply. It's just so quick and easy to make something that looks really nice. Should have gone dark purple, actually. It's way too light. Yeah, in terms of getting a large area on the paper filled, I feel like I definitely would prefer these over alcohol marker any day. Because the way these fill a large area of space is just so nice. To a certain extent, of course, because you can't go overboard or else it's gonna look super streaky. Only problem with these markers for real is the streakiness. Of course, any marker is gonna be streaky if you use it over a large portion of space, but this paper is starting to work like crazy now, actually. This is gonna look so clean with the black outlines, yo, actually. Not gonna lie, I'm starting to get lazy, so I'm just gonna do this in any direction, honestly. Which is probably not the best thing to do, but it's gonna take forever otherwise. Almost done. Coloring this whole thing is actually like a chore. Almost done. I could see the finish line. I could see the finish line. Oh my gosh, guys. It's like counting down to New Year's. All right, let's count down. 5, 4, 3, 2. Oh my gosh. Happy New Year's. Happy New Year's, guys. All right, let's line this up, and I think we'll be about done with this Gojo. I wonder what I should outline it with, guys. What do you think would work best? Black. All right, I'm praying I don't mess this up. Ooh, already looking amazing. If I do say so myself. Oh, I need a steady hand. Oh my gosh. And I messed it up. Guys, I don't use brush to ink, so if my lines are wobbly, chill on me, please. Ooh, that's satisfying. When I'm not wobbly, there you go. My biggest fear for some reason with these, I have PTSD. So I was shaking one of my markers one time, right? And the thing exploded all over my drawing and ruined it. And it was a great drawing too. I spent so long on it. So I'm just worried if I start shaking this over my drawing, it'll explode and just ruin it. Oh my gosh, this brush is so hard to control. That's really just a skill issue. I'm loving how this is coming out. You gotta start hitting the most abnormal poses ever to get some of these lines. Like, I've never sat like this for a drawing. Look at that, it's looking really good, man. I'm loving these. Nice and easy. Just make nice lines like that. A little smudge right there, but we could ignore that. Dang, it's so hard to do thin lines, bro, with the brush. These markers are so great, bro. Highly recommend you guys buy some sort of acrylic marker. Again, I'm not sponsored, but if I was sponsored by these people, I would be very happy. These people being Jusart. Look at that. I think that looks pretty decent for my first go on these markers. What do you guys think, though? Let me know. And if you have any tips, again, please let me know. Thank you guys so much for watching. Hope your grandma's doing well. Have a great day.